I get a lot of questions from people about what to eat during a long distance race, whether that's a marathon or it is a triathlon or some other endurance sport that takes longer than the time you would need that you could complete it without eating. They're asking questions. And usually it's around the fact that about 70% of athletes say that they have run into some kind of gut trouble when they eat race food. It's pretty common. So I probably can't answer the specifics of what's causing the gut trouble, but if you have already come to the conclusion that race foods are not doing it for you, you have the option, of course, of creating real food options that are missing some of the key ingredients of those race foods that you suspect might be causing some gut trouble. For me, it's the presence of corn, of course. Sometimes it's the oil that's used in a food, or of course I'm nut free, so I don't eat any nuts in my food, so something like a Kind bar isn't going to work. But even if you were running and I wasn't reactive to nuts, I don't think I would pick Kind bars just because they kind of sit in the bottom of your gut like a brick. You need something that's more easy to digest. So after experimenting with a whole bunch of things back in 2014, I developed my own version of a sweet potato puree. So what I do is I start with a sweet potato and I mix a little bit of water into it after it's been baked in the oven so it's soft. Cut it all up, stick it in a blender. I'm going to add water to the amount of thickness that I want, lemon juice, and that keeps it from turning or fermenting so it'll last longer, cinnamon, and maple syrup. Now some people might want to add a little tiny bit of protein in there. Somebody else might want to add a little bit of coconut oil in some kind of format that doesn't totally get thick after it comes to room temperature. And you mix that all up in a blender and squeeze them into a little silicone pouch. Opens at one end, closes at the other on a screw top. Or you can do what I got here, these little flip top things. They're made for babies. It is a baby pouch, basically, food pouch for babies, so that they can sip on their own. And I just find that that's a really convenient, easy way to handle them, whether I'm on the bike, whether I'm running, and I make it customized to what I want in terms of my taste and flavor, level of sweetness. You can even add some sodium in there if that's what you prefer. So you'll have to experiment to get your own version of it that works for you. But I also have approximate ratios on my blog, myallergyadvocate.wordpress.com. Go to the keyword search and search for bike food or Ironman eating, and you will find both of my articles talking about different real food options for long distance endurance races. So I hope you have luck with that. Maybe you have some other options that you like. Some people do berries and they puree that and add an oil to it so it's nice and thick, and they turn that into a gel. So whatever works for you, if you found something that you like and you want to share, please put that up on the blog in a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.